Well, thank you very much for having me. Good morning.
So I realize there are no cases, or at least no confirmed cases of coronavirus in Cleveland right now. But as the CEO of a major global healthcare system, how are you preparing and how have you been screening?
Well, preparedness for coronavirus epidemic or pandemic is something that is part and parcel of any large healthcare integrated system. So Cleveland Clinic as well. Our preparation are directly to our caregivers, meaning we're going through the drills and preparing to receive the first patients who are inevitably going to come, educating our caregivers, educating public, making sure that we have everything that we need to take good care of our patients.
The WHO and Alex Azar of HHS are holding an event, have been holding an event this morning. One of the headlines that's come out of that is that 75,000 tests are expected to be shipped here in the U.S. by the end of the week. Is that going to be enough?
Well, it is certainly a good news. This is something that we warmly welcome. It is not going to be enough for the entire population, but it is a good first step.
In terms of some of the other changes, whether it's screenings and the regulations around that, some of the safety protocols that are now being implemented, including at airports, how much more needs to be done? Is this enough? Is it happening quick enough?
A lot will depend upon our knowledge about the disease, and with the passage of time, we will have much more information. Right now, the situation is relatively fluid. However, we are communicating very well within a healthcare community, and we are tailoring our measures based on a knowledge that is constantly emerging from all over the world about COVID-19 and this epidemic.
Tom, what kinds of precautions make the most sense for travelers, for business to be taking at this point? Avoiding gatherings of more than 50 people, cutting down on domestic trips on airplanes. Are you more hesitant to fly right now because of the spread of this virus, or are you simply perhaps more careful about being sanitary when you do fly?
First and foremost, we should treat this particular disease just like we do treat flu. So staying away from people who are coughing and sneezing, making sure that we respect cough etiquette, that we frequently wash hands is very important. Another very important measure for everyone is if they feel ill, they should stay at home so that they can prevent the spread of the disease to others. When it comes to travel, the question is fairly individual, I have to say, when it comes to private travel. I would suggest that every person should assess their reason to travel. They should ask themselves, where am I traveling to? Is that location at risk? And then who am I traveling with? So those decisions are highly individual. Most businesses are restricting business travel to what is really necessary, and I think that's a prudent measure.
I realize that it's a fluid situation. There's still a lot that we're learning or don't yet know about this virus. But in terms of what we do know, what do you find are the most common misconceptions?
The most common misconceptions is that every infection is uniformly life-threatening. That is simply not the case. Vast majority of people who get infected or get exposed to the virus will have only mild symptoms, and the disease will go away. And the second very common misconception is that the mask affords complete protection from viral exposure.